Are you ready to buy your first travel trailer but don't know where to begin?
If so, stay tuned. We're going to show you some tips and tricks. Look at that view.
Hey guys, Tanya and David with Outside by Side.
Are you looking to purchase a travel trailer for the first time? You're a newbie, but you don't know where to begin. Well, we wanted to sit down with you, give you some tips on purchasing a travel trailer. Grab a drink. We have our favorites. Let's chat because this is going to be the most important thing you're going to want to know before purchasing a travel trailer.
The first thing you want to do is determine your budget. These things can be anywhere from $100,000 all the way down to $10,000. You want to consider if you're going to pay cash for it, how much money you're going to put down, and most of the RV dealers will provide financing if your credit is good, of course.
So the next thing you're going to want to do is determine your needs. Is this something you're going to be living in full time, which a lot of people are doing now? Is it something that you want to use every month, maybe a couple of times a year? So if you decide, hey, I really want a coach, but you're only taking it out a couple of times a year, it's not going to be worth it. So that's something to consider as well.
Make sure you do your research. When we were buying our trailer, I spent quite a bit of time on YouTube just looking at different brands and what I liked about them and what I didn't like about them, options that we might want and options that we didn't want. And the particular trailer that we're in now, we wanted to be kind of small, and we're already considering upgrading to something a little larger. So try to hit it on the first time.
Yeah, when we purchased our travel trailer, we had criteria that we wanted. We wanted a Murphy bed. We wanted a small trailer. We didn't want bunks. I wanted bunks. He didn't. But we did some compromising. But once we got in, we were able to really determine the needs that we had, kind of a trial and error thing. So the next thing you want to do is determine your financing options. Do you have money to put down? Do you have a large amount of cash? Do you not have any cash to put down? There's many different financing options available, and when you go in to purchase your travel trailer, they will definitely try to get you to finance, but make sure that you look at the fine print when you are deciding to finance. You also want to make sure that you look at your monthly payment. Is it affordable to you? Is it something you can fit into your budget? Because there's also going to be additional things you want to consider.
Yeah, you're also going to want to consider that once you get your travel trailer, there's still quite a bit of money you're going to have to spend on the necessities and the not so needed accessories in order to have a good time. Also, don't forget about the other additional expenses, which are storage, maintenance, and insurance.
Yes. Just remember that your budget should be realistic and fit into your specific needs and preferences. So one of the big conversations we've had with a lot of people is which comes first? It's like the chicken or the egg. Do you consider your tow vehicle or do you consider the travel trailer first? In our opinion, we consider the tow vehicle. That is the most important thing that you want to consider first and foremost.
Don't let the dealer determine if you can pull this trailer with your tow vehicle or not. You really need to do your research. The most important thing is if you look inside the door jamb of your vehicle, it'll tell you what the payload is. It'll also tell you what the maximum combined vehicle weight rating is, which is the weight of your vehicle and the trailer combined. You cannot exceed that. That's what your truck was engineered to stop and haul. So those are the two most important factors. Also, you need to make sure that you understand the weight ratings on your trailer. There's the empty weight, and then there's the weight with the tanks full of water and all your gear. And you want to make sure that you're not overloading your trailer as well.
Okay, so now you've purchased your tow vehicle and you're ready to buy a travel trailer. So you want to think about things like this. You want to think about your camping needs. Okay. Are you planning on camping in campgrounds with full hookups? Do you want to go into remote places? Do you want to be able to do off-roading, boondocking? Will you have pets? Will you have children? All of these factors are going to determine the size of trailer that you get as well as the capacity.
These things can be big, giant bus coaches, fifth wheels, bumper pull trailers that can range anywhere from 40 feet all the way down to 10 feet or even smaller. There's vans, there's truck campers, there's quite a bit out there on the market, and there's many different directions you can go. The most important thing is that you try to find something that you can afford that's going to fit your needs, whether you're doing off-road camping, you want to boondock, or if you just want to stay in the state parks or the national parks. That's another thing you want to consider, is the size to where you'll be able to get it where you want to go.
Yeah, some of the national parks, you're limited on size. We have a lot of friends who have very large travel trailers and they can't go into the national parks. So that's just something you want to consider as well, because there are limitations in some parks. All right, so you're looking at your travel trailers in the dealership. You want to think about sleeping arrangements. Is it just the two of you? Do you have children? Do you have pets? There's many different options. There's king size beds, queen size beds, Murphy beds, and then you have the bunk beds. So you want to see what's going to work best for you. We purchased a travel trailer that has a Murphy bed with bunks, but we realized we're not even using the bunks. So we did a bunk modification. You can see that video here. And if you already have a travel trailer and you're looking at this, maybe the bunk modification might be something that you're interested in. But you want to make sure that you get something that's going to fit your needs.
The main purpose of having a Murphy bed is so you can have a smaller trailer, so that when you're not using the bed, you can put it away and have more space. And then when you're ready to go to bed, of course, you have to put it down. And it's really a pain to have to lift it up and put it down, depending on whether you want to use it or not. Also, we don't like sleeping sideways. That's another thing you might want to consider. If I need to get up in the middle of the night, I have to try to crawl over Tanya, and that gets old as well.
When we purchase another travel trailer, we're probably not going to get a Murphy bed. We're probably just going to get a bed that with maybe a bedroom. Maybe not. Maybe a travel trailer that just has a bed area.
Right.
Yeah. So the next thing you want to look at is the kitchen amenities. You want to consider the size of your refrigerator, size of your oven. Do you need an oven? Do you have an oven? Or do you want an oven? Counter space? Microwave? Do you need a microwave?
Storage.
Storage is huge. We can tell you from experience, storage is the most important thing that you want to look for. We don't have enough storage.
Yeah, it's you want to make sure, at least we like to try to put everything away. And if there's nowhere to put it all, it does get frustrating, especially when you're trying to find things and you have to dig through your cabinets to try to find something that you use all the time. Another place that you'll probably spend a lot of time is the bathroom. So you want to make sure that you have enough room to move around and do the things that you need to do in there. Also, storage as well inside the bathroom. You want to make sure that you have a place to put all your items and it not be crowded.
Yes, and one of the things that we noticed in a lot of travel trailers, they have tubs, and they're small tubs. Now, if you have little kids and you're bathing your child in the tub, that's great. But we've, even just couple trailers, there's tubs. We've learned from our experience that the tub is not useful. I think I tried to take a bath once.
Right.
It was a disaster, but I love baths. Plus there wasn't enough hot water, but we don't feel like you need the tub. So do you need a shower? Do you need a tub? That's another thing to consider. In our next trailer, we will opt out for the tub.
Yes. We would also highly recommend a weight distribution hitch. We made a video on that right here. If you want to watch it, we'll put it in the description below. A weight distribution hitch is something that we highly recommend. The main purpose is to distribute the weight to the front of the truck and to the back axle of the trailer to keep your truck from squatting, and it also prevents sway. It's a very important necessity that we would highly recommend.
So another major thing you want to consider is storing your RV when you're not using it. So for us, David's brother lives on property, and that was one of our determining factors. We were able to store our camper at my brother-in-law's, which made a huge difference for us because storage can be very expensive. Sometimes it can almost be as much as the payment of your RV, especially if you're storing it under a cover, which we highly recommend. You definitely want to cover your RV. You don't want to leave it out in the elements because you're going to have roof damage, you're going to have leaks. The elements are going to ruin your RV.
Also keep in mind security. You want to make sure that your RV is locked up. I've heard nightmare stories about just because you have a locked RV gated facility, people can still come in the middle of the night and steal your RV and drive away with it. Just because there's a gate doesn't mean that it's perfectly safe.
Right.
You also need to worry about people breaking into your RV and stealing your batteries or anything that you might have inside. So also keep that in mind.
Yeah.
Last but not least, don't forget about maintenance of your RV. You need to keep your wheel bearings greased. You need to make sure that all the lights are working. These things it's like having another home. You definitely want to make sure that your roof is sealed and all your windows, because water damage is probably the #1 factor of your RV being ruined. So you really need to keep an eye on all your seals and all the penetrations in your roof and your windows. Another thing you need to consider is being able to keep everything maintained so that when you want to use it, you can have a good time with your family and you're not broken down on the side of the road or at the campsite trying to figure out why your electrical system or you have plumbing leaks or anything like that. So it is an adventure for sure as far as trying to keep everything up and going.
Yeah, we plan on making a video in the near future about your RV maintenance because that's very important. It's not a purchase and forget it type of thing. There's always going to be maintenance to your RV, your travel trailer. There's always going to be something that happens. You know, one time we were coming home and the siding on our travel trailer started bowing out while we're driving. We did make a video on this, on how to repair the siding on your travel trailer. That's a very good video if you have those issues and you don't have time to take it in.
Don't forget about your tires.
The tires, we had a blowout. We did a video on that too. We can probably tell you a little bit about everything over the years. So now you've gotten all the tips, you've purchased your travel trailer, and now you need setup and breakdown tips, right? Yes. We have a couple of videos for that. We have our setup and breakdown for newbies, and then we have a little bit more detailed video that we made called Campsite RV Setup and Breakdown. We'll put all the links below of the videos that we're letting you know about. But you know, guys, we've been through it. We've been through the ups and downs, and we just want to share this information with you to help you when you are starting out from the beginning like we have been.
And also remember that, like we always say, that owning a travel trailer and using a travel trailer is an adventure. There's a lot of good and there's going to be a little bit of bad to come with it, but that's all part of the experience.
Yes, and that's why we've created this community, so we can help each other. You guys help us as much as we hopefully help you. We love to hear your feedback. We love to hear from you. I mean, thank you guys so much. We hope our videos help you. We hope they help encourage you to get out there, enjoy the beautiful nature, enjoy the outdoors. We love camping. And like David said, there's good and bad with everything, but the good outweighs the bad. And as we've said before, your life's about to change for the better because it is so much fun.
If you like videos like these, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, and share with anyone that enjoys the travel trailer life as much as we do.
We appreciate you watching, and let us know if you have any questions. Please don't forget to put your comments. We appreciate you guys.
Thank you.
Take care.
Bye-bye.
Okay, babe. Remember, keep your eyes focused on the camera, or don't be looking out at the birds.
Okay.
Ready?
Yeah. Oh,
Don't
look at that. Little birdie.
Okay. Our ADHD is kicking in.
Yeah, he was eating bugs out of my grill.
Nice.
I think. Hey guys, Tanya and David without side by side. That's your turn. Now it's your turn.
Okay.